Hey guys, what's up? Just wanted to go ahead and reach out to you all before I show this video. This video is in no way, shape, or form a video to get sympathy of any sort. So I just wanted to go ahead and clarify that really quickly before you watch this. It took a lot of guts to go ahead and share this with you guys, and that's one of the reasons why there's no face cam. Sorry for the low audio though. The audio may be kind of crazy. The audio on this little editing footage here may actually sound better than the audio from the camera. Still getting used to the new GoPro camera. Just hang in there, guys. I will go ahead and get a mic for it eventually, so everything should be fine. But guys, I did just want to go ahead and let you know I'm okay. Everything is fine. This video is going to be a little personal. I want you guys to just mainly use it as a way to see there's better things out there in the world for you. Nothing stays bad, okay? Does not have to be a video of me telling you guys how bad everything is so that you feel bad for me. That's not what I want. I want you guys to take my story and build from it and realize that everything gets better, okay? Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you have liked it, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, and make sure you check out the merch and everything like that, because a lot of you say that you've checked out the merch, but there's a lot of you who have not. And if you guys haven't seen it already, keep in mind that's one of the only ways you guys can help me out as a creator right now. I don't get monetization. I don't get any donations with streaming or anything like that, guys. And if you want me to be able to spend money on the videos, I got to get some money in return. So guys, be sure to check it out. Make sure you go check out all the links in the description because they will be there like they always are. Thank you guys for watching it one more time. Peace out, cast.
What's up, friends of YouTube? It's Killer Cast Plays here. And this is a video that I never thought I would make. Never thought I would have to. Today, guys, I'm going to be going over my story and what's been going on lately. Because you all are owed quite an apology and an explanation for everything that's been going on. And if you don't know what's been going on, you'll get to find out during this video. So, it all started whenever I was probably 9 years old. And it was actually August 8th of 2008, 8808. And my mom asked me if I wanted to go live with my grandparents. As a child, I was always so connected with my grandparents. They were like my other parents. I grew up with a single mom, no dad. He died when I was 8 weeks. I don't have many guardians or friends or anyone I can look up to anymore. It's just me. It's just been me for a long time. But she asked me that question. And I told her no the first time. And I was such a hateful little kid now that I realize it. That she knew that the answer was yes. Even though I never wanted to leave her. So she asked me again if I'd like to go live with them and said, don't lie to me. And I said yes. And she said, okay, that's what I thought. And if only now I could go back and explain to her the way that I truly felt, I would. But I can't. I can't explain to her that the only reason why I ever liked it over there so much was because the men that were in the house were crazy. That I felt like they were all going to be violent with me. And they were. Guys, that's only the beginning of the story. And if you've watched this far, thank you, honestly. So, guys, the reason why I do YouTube is because I want to be able to share everything that I enjoy with everyone who enjoys it with me. And I see you all as my friends. You're not just viewers. You're not fans. I don't ever want to feel like you're fans. I would much rather use the term friends any day than fans. And the reason why that is because if you're my friends, I can share stuff with you. If you're my fans, then you're just another person who likes watching me. Rappers have fans. I should have friends, you know? And guys, I want to get a little deeper into some things. Whenever I was 15 years old, I realized something that tore me apart. I realized that my grandparents and the people who had raised me my whole life probably weren't going to be together forever. And I went through 2 years of nonstop, constant fighting. I actually might have been 14, to be honest, but I think I was 15. So, probably about a year into the fighting, my grandfather left. He came in one day when we thought he had been at work, and he left. He grabbed his stuff, what he needed, and he was just gone. And there was nothing I could do to stop it, as much as I tried to keep them together. So I went on the next year with my grandmother, who had already had a bunch of strokes from the fights and was falling all the time. Might I add, she was diabetic and she had trouble with her weight and her diabetes. And I was pretty much all that she had. And I took care of her the whole time. There were many times I had to call the ambulance for her. But I'll never forget the time when I had to call the ambulance because she didn't know where she was. And she didn't know what was going on. She didn't have the slightest clue where she was, what was happening, or what year it was. And it was at this point that she went to the hospital. And she didn't get to come home. My grandmother's in Texas. I'm 2 states away from her. About 600 miles, maybe a little less. And I never see her. And she sits in a room for 18 hours of a day and does nothing. And when she talks to me, she doesn't know what she's saying. And guys, I made that call probably about 2 weeks before my life changed forever. I was greeted by a phone call one day saying that the house was going to be sold. I had to move. And not only that, I didn't have a place to go. No place to go. Nowhere to go. No idea what the hell I was going to do. I had recently gotten in touch with an ex who was the biggest mistake of my life. And if for any chance my ex is watching this video, just know that I don't regret a single thing that ever went on between us. I don't regret a single fight. I don't regret a single word I said to you. And I don't want to witch hunt someone, so I'm not going to say their name. And for privacy reasons, I think it should stay that way. But that person made me absolutely miserable. And you still do to this day due to the things that your stupid, manipulative parents did. So I moved out with my mom, who was currently having problems with money, is the only way I can say it. And my ex, we'll just say her name was Tiffany, just because I haven't known a Tiffany. Tiffany didn't like anything my mom was doing. She was a little bitch. Pardon my language, guys, but I'm not monetized, so I don't care. She was a little bitch, okay? She didn't like anything that my mom was doing. So, she decided to start talking to her parents about what my mom was doing and lying about what my mom had been doing. And all thanks to this bitch, she called the cops. Her mom did, I'm sorry. Called the cops and arrived out there and had me forcefully taken from my mom along with my ex. They took me to their house for the night since I had nowhere to go. And I was a 17-year-old and found out that I had absolutely no guardian whatsoever. And I don't know if you're aware of US law or anything, federal law, state law, anything like that. It's almost illegal to be 17 and not have had a guardian for 2 years. You know what I mean? I didn't have a legal guardian over me since I was about 15, I found out. And I was oblivious. That was crazy to me. So guys, I went there and I spent the next 2 years of my life forced into a relationship that was the biggest mistake of my life. I wanted out the first month and they just would not let me out. I was so fed up with it. I was tired of them. Until 2 years later, December 26th of 2 years ago. December 26th, 2017. I left. And I don't mean left as in told them I left. I mean I left as in I told them I was working late and left and ran and didn't want to go back. And guys, it was the best thing I've ever done. I went back with my mom. Well, first I went with a coworker. That didn't work out. They were schizophrenics and crazy. So I went back with my mom, stayed there for about 2 months, give or take, maybe 3. No, it was less than that. It was like, shit, it may have only been like 3 weeks. Oh my God. But then my mom and I were living with her ex-husband. And he yelled at her one night. And I decided that I wasn't going to have him do that. So I screamed at him. This caused very bad tensions between he and I. And she had already dealt with this many times. But eventually, she left. She moved back to my old town. And I did too. Recently before that, I had started talking to another girl. Got back in town. Kind of got with her over the internet. Went over to her house for the first time. Her family liked me, but I was a bit older, so I didn't want to make any sudden moves. So I'm the type that I'm very crafty. I'll sit back. I'm extremely crafty. I will sit back and I will kind of make them admit that they're into me. It's not a mind game I play. It's more like I'm shy. I'm so shy to the point to where I hate rejection, so I'd rather someone tell me that they're into me even if they don't realize that they do. So I like to hear it from them. And what we were looking at is I was with her for 5 months. There were no fights. It was good. Everything seemed good. And then she kind of revealed herself, and I just didn't like it. But the whole time, it was all her family. Her family was just awful. Just complete awful. And I couldn't take it. And that led me to where I am today. But the whole point is, I was completely homeless for about 2 weeks. And this has just been my backstory. I suffer from chronic depression. I am extremely depressed 24/7. And the depression doesn't go away. And it turns into anger. And my anger turns me into a very mean person. And I don't like that. And I'm mean to people who I don't even need to be mean to. And I can't even help it. It's like the anger's there before the thought even is. And I mean, anger management doesn't work. Psychology doesn't work. And it's weird because I know all the problems in my head. I know the exact diagnosis for them. I know the exact cure for them, the remedies, but the remedies don't work. And I can't fix it. I recently wrote a very well inscribed suicide note on my Discord. And to some of those of you who saw that note, I apologize for the scare. I did, in fact, try and do something to myself. And if it weren't for Mariah, my fiance, I wouldn't be in front of you guys right now telling you this. I basically just couldn't take it anymore. There's a lot of pain that sits hidden away, and it shouldn't be there. But it is there, and it's always going to stay there. But I wanted to end on a good note, guys. If you suffer from depression, hang in there. Share your story. Find a way to tell people the way you feel. I get called mentally retarded almost daily for my lazy eye. And because of the fact that I think differently than everyone. And as a matter of fact, my IQ is higher than most of the people in my office. And yet everyone in my office calls me retarded behind my back, except for the ones who are truly friendly with me. And my boss, my own boss, tells me I'm retarded. Or hasn't told me, but has told Mariah, who wouldn't lie to me. And I just don't think it should continue on. But there's nothing I can do about it. But you know what? I sit by. I think to myself every day, something's going to get better. And I'm hoping that it starts around here with you guys. So as I was saying, if you suffer from depression, just know that I am here with you. I am here for you, and I will be here for you, no matter what. Keep that in mind. There is always someone who has your back. If you suffer from depression, tell someone. Do not let it build as long as I have. Because if you let it build, even if it's not depression, even if it's just a bad day, if it's just something that made you sad, tell someone and lean on them. Let them help you. Because I guarantee you they can. And I guarantee you that if they care about you, they will. Guys, this has been Killer Guest Plays, aka KCP. I don't even have time to plug the channel this time. I hope you all have an awesome day. Peace out.